Hi guys, this is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connect, a dot, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom of the video, the description. AllyKatCreations211.com is where you can see all the paint and sip paintings, the pyramids, the artwork, the candles. I have one light over here. We're going to chicken in a second. Oh, we'll do Batty. Batty! This is from our channel member, Charlene. I make candles. I do a lot of things. So please go check out my portfolio on my website. And if you're interested in purchasing anything or having me custom design you something, please email me. The best way to get in contact with me. I have channel memberships, 3 and 4D. Both are amazingly low price. They give you access to channel member only content. You are getting free entries into my raffles when I am able to hold them. You guys are getting an hour of Oracle cards 4 times a month. So, and that usually goes over. I pull a plethora of cards and cards that may speak to you or may not, but it helps you on your healing journey moving forward, getting some answers or things to work on. I also, for channel 40 members, are doing content showing my presentations and doing some shadow work and some getting into your subconscious making art. So a lot of these are just ways to support me and support the channel, but I want to thank you. Anywho, even if you're not, thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we're going to do a paint and sip, and we're going to do Thanksgiving is at the end of the month, but I don't know. I'm in the fun phase today. I am excited. I want to do a turkey. Excited. So make sure you have, first of all, your sip. My sip is always a coffee. I like my coffee. It's delicious. I need a tissue, wipe my nose. I am getting under the weather. You're going to need paper towels. Today I'm using acrylic paint. So acrylic paint, you need to wash your paintbrushes in water, which goes into the next thing. You need, I'm going to throw my candle over there for the second. You're going to need acrylic paint. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't need to be fancy. Same thing with the paintbrushes. I have a whole plethora of paintbrushes. You can go to the dollar store. You can get any, it doesn't matter on this, unless you're a professional, you don't need $15 one for one paintbrush. You don't need it. Just get paintbrushes from the Dollar Tree or wherever you shop. Cheap. Canvas. You could do this as a drawing as well. You can have colored pencils, crayons, uh, temper sticks, whatever it is that you like to use it. You also want a smock. Smocks are important. You don't want to get yourself or your nice clothes dirty. Also, if there is anything else that you would like to do by putting on some of your favorite music, I can't play that here because of copyright. But make sure you have your sip. The easels are optional. Um, Today's colors are going to be using the brown colors. That looks orange for some, yellow for some reason. White, black, yellow, orange, red, and anything in between. This is going to be simplistic. Anybody could do this. You could do it in your own style. You can make it fancy or not as fancy. That's up to you. That's up to you. Now, during my paint and sips, you need palette paper. I have this board. It has a hole in it for your thumb. You can hold it like this, but you can have an actual palette, the wooden one, or paper, The paper are nice because you can lift it up, fold it over, and throw it out. Easy peasy cleanup. Once you get yourself settled in, we're going to do base colors. So we're just doing brown at the moment. Why? Because we're going to fill it all in. Don't you worry. We're going to add some color. We're going to add some zest. Don't you worry. I'm going to just take a flat square, even though this has a little bit of a curve on it. Just medium squared brush. You're going to dip it into the brown, and you're going to make like a bowling ball shape. You can put your turkey in any composition you would like. It doesn't need to be perfect because you're going to see what happens in a minute. So once you get your shape and you fill this in with paint, I like to paint the bottom. This is a gallery wrapped, meaning the canvas wraps around the bars, the wood to the canvas. So I like to make sure that everything is painted. Now from the head, we're going to do make that make sense. I'm going to do like a circle. We're going to draw everything in and highlight things in black paint. So don't worry if you lose your bowling ball shape, because that is just a guideline for you. We're going to go back in, don't worry, to make this little turkey lurkey cutesy wootsy. Kind of looks like this big pumpkin with a nub. Should look something like that. We're possibly going to put in another coat. We'll see. Just make sure your paint is working for you. All right. We're going to flip it. I'm going to put in that. We're going to take our red. Again, we're just doing base colors right now, meaning we're just doing the background. So we don't really necessarily have to mix. So we're going to do turkey feathers. I'm taking a long brush. Sorry, my camera does tend to move. I don't know. I can't get the function to work on either my desktop or Zoom. That's where I'm recording. Don't worry if the brown mixes in with the red. We're going to put orange and yellow as well. Do I want a hat? I can always add in a hat. So you're basically making triangles around the turkey, large triangles. Let's pour some orange. I'm using a thinner square brush because I'm making the orange and the red, the orange smaller than the red, and then the yellow will fit in. I'm going to put it up here just. Remember, this is just our background. We will be doing details, adding more color, getting more depth. And remember, you could do whatever colors you want. Your turkey does not have to be Thanksgiving colors or fall colors. Your turkey can be teal, pink polka dotted. You know, the camera likes to zoom in on me for whatever the reason is. Okay, before we do the yellow, we're going to let this dry. Because yellow, if you get it dirty, it's so easy to see. And we're going to be blending it, obviously, but let's let this dry. Chicken! Buck, buck! It's not doing it. Sorry, guys. Hang on. There we go. We're going to let this dry. So when I put the yellow on top, we're not going to have leakage of other colors in it. And then we'll add different things to it. but I like this. I need the solid. So let this dry. Make sure you are sipping. Listen to your music. If you're doing this with your kiddos or just doing it by yourself, you could do as you want when you want, but I like to make things dry so that things are easily to be done. So I'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back. Your painting should semi be dry. I'm taking a thin, flat, medium tip brush. And of course, the brush is they're just popping in some yellow. You can actually turn it up like that. You want to fill in this yellow? It doesn't look great now, but watch. You could take the same brush and fill in the top. Okay. Make sure your brushes are dry. Nothing without macaroni and cheese. So you're going to take your turkey. I'm going to go back into it. We kind of want to keep that bowling ball shape going. I'm doing short little strokes. We're going to add more detail. But we really need a second coat of brown. Anyways, awesome. See, you're going to let for this to dry for a little bit. And then we're going to go back into the red and the orange and start mapping out some details. See you in a minute. Hi guys, we are back. I hope you're sipping. We're going to go back in with red. Some of the paint may still be wet. I'm used to that. paint all over my hands. Hope you're tuning into some really good jams. If you really wanted to be pro at this, you could add tape and just do everything with tape. I'm not worried about the lines. Some people might be. I want to make sure my color is solid. One-handed, these things are fun. I'm just adding some macaroni and cheese, orange, while we wait for that to dry. It's too small. It's too long. That might work. I'm taking a thin brush. I'm going to outline the turkey as we're going to wait for the red and orange. We're going to outline our turkey. With the black. We're going to go in and put some feathers and stuff in there, but we want to make sure we have our turkey outlined first. And we can always go back and fix the black at the very end. Once you do that, turkey has to have some eyes and some gobble gobbles. I'm taking a little bit of white. Also going to find another small brush. We'll see if this works. So I just making 2 circles in a triangle. And then there's a little gobble. He's already cute. We're going to wait for that to dry, but we're also in the moment. This is too small. You need a thicker brush, small brush. Again, I'm going for thin brushes. You're giving Mr. Turkey some depth. Giving Mr. Turkey Lurkey some feathers. So I'm just mixing browns, making semicircles. How cute is he becoming? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And again, we can fix the black. It's not a big deal. Now for the middle of Turkey Lurkey over here. I'm subtly adding color. So just work in the color as much as you can. And it doesn't need to be this defined. If you are somebody that doesn't want to do that, that's fine. We have a turkey. Yay. We're going to go back and touch up this yellow. I knew that was going to happen. It's all right. We're going to be adding streaks anyway into the turkey, so it's not a big deal if there's color running. So I'm going to take the macaroni and cheese and run it in. I'm taking some of my white as well. We're going to do a lot more to that. Let's wait for this to dry. Make sure you're taking a sip of your drink. We're getting there. We're getting to the process. We're going to wait for the turkey to dry. We're going to touch up some of the black. We're going to go in with thinner brushes and get more color into the feathers in the back. We're going to get the eyes. We're going to get the goblet. We're going to get all of that finished, the beak. And then we will write a message in the feathers. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as you're doing this. Turkey is halfway there. So wait for it to dry, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, guys. Your painting should be dry. And we're going to go in and just touch up some of these black spots on our turkey. Mr. Turkey Lurkey. Gonna give him some eyes. I'm gonna put black circles around his eyes. Very, very carefully. If you have a paint pen is recommended. And for some contrast, I'm just putting some black lines in there. Okay. No. So for the beak, I'm going to take my orange. I'm going to take my macaroni and cheese. Make my triangle. I'm going to come in with my red. This little gullet. I'm going to take the same brush and just brush in some more white lines. Try to get some yellows in there. Once you have that, you're going to let that dry for a little bit. We're going to add, actually, we can do that now. We're going to add some black lines. We're making them thin. I'm making them thin. You can make them thick. You don't have to add them. That's solely up to you. So we're almost done. I'm sorry, you can't even see that. Little bits. Once we dry, we're going to touch up the little goblet. And I'm thinking about adding some words. So stay tuned. Make sure you are sipping. And so far, this is coming out really cute. So I hope you enjoy your music and just relaxing and painting with me. Hey guys, not the right brush. Not the right brush. I just had a brush. It escaped me. We're going to go back in and get Mr. Gobble Gobbles. Squared away. Now we're going to take black and very carefully outline Mr. Turkey, Lurkey. Ta-da! Also want to touch up some of the black in here. I actually might leave it without the wording that I was going to put gobble gobble. You could still put gobble gobble. Oh boy. I'm going to put it in his chest. I was going to do a gobble gobble up there, but it's a little too busy. I'm freehanding this, but you can always go in with the paint marker. I'm going to put my saying on here, Gobble Gobbles. Gobble Gobbles. And this is our paint and sip for today. So I hope you enjoyed. This came out really cute little turkey guy. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you wash your brushes, finish your sip, and I hope all of you have a blessed and beautiful day. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulders, be the lighthouse, seed your truth, light that path forward, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Wherever you are in the world, I appreciate you, and have a nice day, guys. Bye for now.